today's video, we are talking about Teachers Pay Teachers #sales. That's a mouthful. And I just participated in not only my first one, but my second hashtag sale. And I will share with you the results. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, my name is Lori-Ann, and if you are new to this channel or you're coming back, welcome, welcome, welcome. Here at It's All Primary, we talk about teacher side hustles, and we are back to school. This is the first week of school. Body's feeling it a little bit. I haven't been sitting down. Our lunch hours have been cut short because of COVID and hand washing and instructional time. You probably know this. So feeling it a lot. The only time I sit down is usually lunch, and so 15-20 minutes tops. But anyways, it is what it is. I don't have my official class yet, or the grade 1 teachers have been rotating the grade 1s, so I'm getting to know some of them, which is great. But tomorrow we're going to try a warm-up, maybe, of our final class. We might have to move some kids. We're shuffling and talking to the kindergarten teachers and everything. So we'll see what happens Friday. Hopefully that'll be my last class. We'll see. But the kids I've had in my class are lovely, lovely. So I'm happy with that. And I wanted to follow up a little bit on the fall planning, because I don't know how much I went into this. Sometimes I make a video and I just completely forget what I said. I made a choice last week before school started to make those habits and just do them, right? And you know, and last week being the last week of summer break, I thought, you know, I'm still feeling rested and everything. So I thought this week would really be a good test when you're not so rested and things like that. So getting up at about 4:30, 4:45, so that I can do my morning pages. I take care of the animals. I exercise, sometimes 7 to 10 minutes. I have this exercise thing on YouTube that I follow. I blog. I like to blog. I know a lot of people batch blogging. I like to blog. It's comforting. And I realized I just forgot to take a picture at school. I'll remember one of these days. So far, I mean, the week's not over, but I have been sticking to the plan. I have done some pins. I'm working on a product after filming. What I do is I make a top 3, and 2 of the 3 have to be business related. So one is sort of a personal home type thing, and then the other 2, and then after that point, everything is like icing on the cake. For example, today's top 3 are: I went to the library to pick up some books, magazines, film this video, and then I'm working on finishing a set of boom cards. So far, the fall routine is working. It's only 2 weeks. But you know, my feeling is if I'm going to start something, I want to start it when everything is crazy, because if I wait until things are more normal, I may not do it by that point. I might have already started new habits that may or may not be good. So I would rather do things when, you know, chaos is happening than to wait until it's peaceful. It's the same approach I have to classroom management. I would rather be a little bit harder on the kids and set that bar than have no bar and expect them to rise, you know, start making them do more things halfway through the year. I do it the opposite way. I tell them they're going to be the best class ever. You know, I set that bar and they rise to it. Right, and then if you know, by the spring I'm easing up a little bit anyways, because now they've got the routines and all that sort of stuff. So I approach my own habits that way too. Set the bar high, aim for, you know, and just hit it. Just hit it. You know, because building a business and being successful is not about motivation, because there are days when I'm not motivated to even get out of bed. It's about doing the things every day. Right? If you read success books, they will probably tell you the same thing. I read them occasionally. Okay, let's get on to the hashtag sales. I had heard about a hashtag sales probably a year ago, and I would see them every so often on Instagram. And one time I almost just joined one. I just thought, oh, I'll just put that hashtag in the front of my thing, right? I'm glad I didn't. I could have gotten in trouble. And didn't kind of, I I'm pretty sure I heard somebody in a Facebook group say, don't do hashtag sales. They're not worth it. And I thought, okay, I won't. So I didn't. About 3 weeks ago, maybe even less, sometime in August, and towards the end of August sometime, the School of Sellers podcast had an episode called, and I had to look it up. I changed my mind about hashtag sales. Here's why. And I thought, oh, I'm game to hear this. And so Erin on the show was talking about how she doesn't do hashtag sales, and then she has a team, and her team said you should do them. And so last year she did them for the first time, and she actually liked them. And she gave some very valid points about what you should do. Now, so let's talk about this. What is a hashtag sale? A hashtag sale is basically when you change the title of your product to include a hashtag, and you offer the product at a discounted price. So this particular hashtag sale that the School of Sellers sponsored was a back to school TPT 2021 type thing, and you had $1 products. So you discounted product to $1. Now, it sounds, oh, that's easy, I can just do that. Yes and no. One of the things that she was talking about in the podcast is, you got to follow the rules. And having now just done 2, and one in particular, there was some, I'll call it negative noise, because people weren't following the rules. So most of these hashtag sales will come with rules. What will be those rules? It will be things like you can only discount a certain amount of products. So the School of Sellers one, they said you can have 1 or 2 products. They didn't want anything more, okay? So 1 or 2 products discounted to $1. And they were for this day at this time to this day at this time, right? They wanted you to advertise it on whatever place your social media is, whether that be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Post it, support people who are doing it, and just, maybe like their comments to, so more people see it. One of the things that she was saying that sort of, I thought, okay, she was saying you want to be involved in a hashtag sale group that is big, because the bigger the group, the more eyes from all those people's stores will see your products. And I thought, oh, that sounds reasonable. And that group, I can't even remember now whether it was 600 or 6,000. It was a big number. And whether it was 600 or 6,000, it was a big number. And I thought, oh, that's a big number. Okay. Because at one point I honestly thought, oh, I'll just start a hashtag sale and maybe invite the Facebook group. And I thought, no, it needs to be big. The bigger the group, the more eyes on your products. One of the things that she recommended is that you take a picture of your product listing so you can see the views each product is getting, and record your followers, which I already do anyways in my data, and see it change in 2 days. Now, I'm going to be honest, I had my doubts. I haven't done a hashtag sale before, so I didn't know what this was going to mean or what it was going to look like, but I thought, I'm game. So I joined this one. It was a Sunday, Monday. So this was the weekend of Labor Day. And cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Not so bad. Not so bad. And there was a gal in the comments previous video. She got 40 some odd sales. And out of the 40 some odd sales, 39 or 38 were the hashtag sale. So that's pretty good. That's great. I didn't get that many, but I was happy with mine for the first time doing it, and I even got sales during that time as well. Now, I don't know whether those people were those eyes were the hashtag sale, but they could have been, right? And that's what they were saying. They were saying you're going to get new eyes on your store. They could be looking at other things on your store and purchase those at full price. Who knew, right? Some people like to pay full price. Some people think dollar products are cheap, and therefore, they think of dollar store or whatever. It's fine with me. So that one actually turned out really good. And I found out, I went through the whole list, and they even supply your thumbnails or Instagram covers or stories or whatever. I could add my products to it, things like that. Yeah, it was good. I'm happy with it. And then I did, and I signed up for that one, and I signed up for now the Boom, the back to school Boom hashtag sale, which there's an actual group on Facebook. You know, you gotta get in, you know, you gotta join, and they've got to approve you and whatever. And I had joined both of them not knowing when the dates of these, so I had no idea that these hashtag sales were going to be back to back. So the Boom was on Tuesday, Wednesday, and I got a couple sales again, not as many as the other one, but that's okay. And interesting enough, none of the sales were on Boom. So what you had to do with that one is you were allowed to post no more than 3, I believe it was. Again, you got to read the rules. You can't discount things until a certain time, and then, you know, again, go on Instagram and like each other's posts and things like that, which I did. And there was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, you've got to put the Boom cards. If the Boom cards are on TPT as well, you got to discount them in both places, because TPT has a condition, not a condition, it's like a rule that they have to be the lowest price when you sell products. So you can't sell a set of Boom cards for $1 on Boom and $2 on TPT. That's breaking the contract or agreement or whatever it is. So if I discount, right, $1 down to $1 on Boom, I got to do the same thing to it on TPT. So that's what I did, because all 3 products that I posted, I had to change. So I had to change them both places. All the sales showed up on TPT and not on Boom. Doesn't matter, got sales, right? 80 cents, cha-ching. I would do both of these groups only do hashtag sales a couple times a year. And they don't recommend doing hashtag sales too often, because then you're creating an audience or a buyer group that only wants things for $1. And you don't want to do that, especially if you're going to start creating bigger stuff, right? If you're doing it once in a while, they might buy, and you might get some extra eyes and followers. I didn't get any extra followers. I got a lot of eyes, I got a lot of views, and my conversion rates were pretty good. So, you know, if you're asking me if I'd do it again, I would do it again. I'm hoping it's not in the next couple months. It looks like they do them in the spring and then in the fall, right? So April, September, something like that. I would do it if it's in April. Hopefully not during report card time. Actually, it's not report card time, but they're trying. So it's going to be fine. So yeah, it was fine. It was pretty good. And like I said, there was at least one other person that I know of who participated, who's in this community, so they might say something. And if you have participated in a hashtag sale, please make a comment down below. I'd love to hear how you've done with it. Again, if you are going to join a hashtag sale, do it the proper way. Get involved with the group, find out the rules, and then follow the rules, because they will remove you and you will get notes from them if they catch you. I witnessed that with one of the sellers, and you know, they take this pretty seriously. Okay, so that's it for that. So hashtag sales. Who knew? I had no idea I'd be doing something like that. Like I said, it was something I heard a podcast, thought, okay, I'll give it a try. Didn't realize it was going to be so quick, but that's okay. We did it. And I'm glad I did it. And the extra time it took me, not long. I would say just to change your prices, change your titles, and you got to change them all back, right? And it's not just changing your price. You got to go to the bundle discount thing. And if you're interested in doing a hashtag sale, they'll show you how to do all that. They take screenshots. And they send you these PDFs, right? It's well done. Both of those groups were well done. So those would be the 2 that I would recommend. I thought they were well done. And if you know of a hashtag sale, you know, you can even pop it down below. And usually we got to find out who the organizer is. Don't just jump on one, okay? Don't do that. Okay, so that's it for this one. Next video is on email lists, and I don't know if it's going to be on the Tuesday. School's getting busier, but I've got a bit of research to do with email lists, because I'm only familiar with 2 email companies, and I want to give you a little bit of information on a few more. So I got to do a little bit more research for that one, but that one will be the next video. I just don't know if it's going to be Tuesday or Saturday. All right? Wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family, your loved ones are staying safe and healthy. Don't lose hope. Keep in the faith. And we'll catch you in the next videos. See ya.